Now for the next DIY, I want to do a wood round, one that you could use for a wall sign or like even an entryway. And I'm using the Dollar Tree wood rounds. The thing is that they're really thin and I don't want it to be thin and bowed. So I'm going to use two of them to make mine thicker. And the first step is I want to make this look like a whale. And I want to try it with sublimation. I haven't used sublimation in a long time on my channel. Um, and because I know not a lot of you aren't set up with sublimation printers, but let me show you how I did it. And I'm going to share the printable with you in case you want to do sublimation, but you could also do it with Mod Podge. If you had like a large enough printer for one of these 12-inch wood rounds, I'm going to sublimate on acrylic. I've never done that before, but I've heard that you can do it. So I'm just using Cloudless by Apple Barrel and just doing a thin coat of acrylic all over the wood round. I still want that wood to show through because I think it's kind of pretty, but I want to sublimate my whale image right on top of that. Now, if you are interested in sublimation, basically you have to kind of research your printers. I got an Epson printer that is an extra large. It can print really large sizes because I wanted to be able to do large projects like this. And the trick is never to put ink in it. Put sublimation ink in it. So you buy empty cartridges and put sublimation ink in it, and then it's just a sublimation printer. And this is what I printed out. Now, since I haven't used mine in a while, it had banding on it with the blue, but I think with sublimating on wood, I don't think you're going to be able to tell. The size on this one is like A3. And so I printed my image out to 12.5 by 12.5 inches. Now you could do this with Mod Podge if you could print it that large, but otherwise you would need to do it on a little bit smaller wood round than this one. I'm going to use my automatic heat press. I got this for Christmas. I love it. By HTV Runt. And I just put down some wax paper, put down my wood round, cover it with some more wax paper. That's going to protect my easy press and it's going to protect my mat under there. And I'm going to sublimate it at 400 degrees for 1 minute. Wasn't sure if that was going to be long enough on the wood with the acrylic paint, but it actually turned out really well. So I love this heat press. It's nice and big. It's a lot bigger than my Cricut press, and so I could do it all in one go with no seams or anything like that, and it looks like it may have worked. So let's check out the damage here. I just attached it with some heat safe tape, and I printed my image. I flipped it so that it's kind of like an iron-on, and there is my whale. I think it turned out pretty cool. You can still kind of see the wood through it. The light blue, I'm glad I did that instead of the white background because it really goes with the ocean feel. But I think the image looks really cool. It's a nice matte finish. It looks really coastal, so I'm super happy with it. And I just need to kind of put it back to back with another wood round to make it nice and sturdy. These were kind of bowed, so I was trying to figure out a good way to do it, but I think I can make it work. And I just put hot glue on my back sign, and then the trick is to line up your holes for your hanger so that you can still use those to hang your sign. So just pressing those together, trying to get them as close together. And it gives you a nice chunky wood round, something that is way better than the thin $1.25 ones. Now to frame it out, I'm just using some Dollar Tree white nautical rope. This is like the thicker piece, and I actually had like a scrap piece that I think is going to work well for this. So actually, I'm going to start and stop the rope frame at the top because I plan on doing a bow up here, and that can be something that I can mask. So I just start by attaching the hot glue to the edge of my two signs together and gluing this on, trying to get it as tight as possible. I don't want any gaps, so I'm going to have to make sure that every side of the wood round is glued tightly to the rope so it kind of serves as a proper frame. So again, I know a lot of you aren't set up for sublimation. Some of you probably are, but if you wanted to recreate this and you don't have a printer this large, I'm sure you could probably always print your image out at like Staples or something like that. This is a watercolor image of a whale that I designed, and I will share the free printable with you down in the description below this video. And if you are going to do it, you don't really have to mirror it if you're going to do it with sublimation, but if you want it going this direction, then you would need to do that. So just finishing up the rope frame. And I always like to be able to kind of hide the seam when I'm working with rope if I can. And so I thought it would look really cute with like a little nautical bow here at the top. So I thought that would be a good place to have the seam come together so I can kind of hide it. Not only is it a big chunky wood round sign, that made it even, it feels wider even with that wide white rope around the sides of it and just makes it more substantial. I think that image is really cool of like the sun coming through the top of the ocean and revealing a giant whale down there. Now, since I used the white rope, I'm going to use some of the macrame cord instead of the twine for my hanger just because it's going to kind of match. But it is a little bit thicker and I have to feed it through both sides. So I put a little hot glue on the end to give me like a little tip that I can use to feed through there. And just kind of twisting it, trying to pull it through. Sometimes it can get a little bit difficult. I just use some pliers to pull it through, knotted it in the front, and we're going to do the same thing here on the other side. And I thought that would just kind of match better with that white rope a little bit more than the twine that I usually use for my hangers. Now, the last step on this great little whale sign is to do a bow. I'm going to use some burlap from the Dollar Tree, some of these cute little whale clothespins, and my favorite like mesh ribbon. I love this stuff because I think it looks a little bit like fishing net. So that's going to be my first set. I cut 2 pieces the same size, and we're just going to do a simple X bow for the top of this using like the netting in the back. And then the next row we can use burlap. The Dollar Tree burlap is pretty wide, and so what I'm going to do is kind of just cut the edges off to give that like exposed burlap look, and then I'm just going to cut the piece like actually in half to make thinner burlap ribbon. Like that, and we're going to add that to our expo, just adding another X going the same direction. And I do have some of the Shore Living ribbon left over from last year. I haven't seen this year. Have you guys seen this? I know some of my stores did not sell out of it. But I think they skipped it this year and I really liked it. But this is like a blue pinstriped, like nautical ribbon that I thought would look nice with the blue colors and the whale. So we're going to add an X of that as well. And then to tie it all together, I'm just going to go ahead and use that macrame cord again. And I just tie a knot around that. I'm trying to gather that together, cinch it up, make it look like a cute little X bow. And I bring my macrame cord around the front, flip it over, and then tie it off on the back. So it has like a little bit of a middle section there of macrame cord. I am going to cover that up with one of those cute little Shore Living whale clothespins though. But that gathers the whole thing together. You could also use like a zip tie for the middle. It would do the same thing, just kind of cinching everything together. And then I decided I kind of wanted to dovetail this cute ribbon here on the front. And so I'm going to do that and just trying to even it out. Make sure that like the ends of my ribbon on my expo are all about the same length so it looks symmetrical. And I want to add it right here to the top where it's going to cover where that rope comes together. So the first step is I'm just going to hot glue this down, and then I'll add something in the middle to kind of mask it, which is going to be one of these little clothespins. Now, sometimes these can be really hard to take apart and sometimes they're easy. So I always go for the easy approach first with a pair of pliers and just pull the clothespin off. And luckily this one was easy. It's just a little wood whale, which is going to go with our whale sign, I think. So I just hot glue that to the expo right there to cover the center. And then hot glue the expo in place. And it's definitely a unique piece. I really love that whale printable design that I designed for y'all. And it was really fun actually doing sublimation on a piece. I haven't done that in a while. And I definitely need to do it more because my sublimation printer likes to get clogged up if I don't use it enough. But this is how it turned out. It's a nice large piece. You can see that the sublimation on the acrylic paint worked a little bit better than I expected. I don't like using a lot of the methods you can use for sublimation because it makes them shiny. Sometimes I like to do it just on plain wood, but a lot of times it doesn't work great. And so the acrylic paint really helps.